Hello again, folks. Well, it's about, it's close to 9 o'clock at night on a Thursday. I'm helping my daughter with a school project. As you can see, she is nowhere to be found. So, anyhow, it occurs to me that I never did finish up that suspension video. So let's get into it. Let's do it. As you guys may have already known by now, I did do CPP upper and lower control arms on this thing. I actually was watching some of Shop 209's videos. He's got a ton of Novas. Man, that guy's doing crazy stuff with Novas. So anyhow, I was watching one of his videos and saw some CPP tubular control arms on one of his Novas and just kind of fell in love with them. So I went ahead and bought the uppers, and then I wanted the lowers, so I got all of it. We went ahead and upgraded from the 1-inch sway bar to a beefy 1 1/4 inch now. That ought to stiffen things up. Redid all the tie rod ends. They're all done. New motor mounts. I did a new rag joint, and I will say this, thank you very much, ASIC Eric. You guys can watch right here, his video there on rag joints saved my bacon. Because all of the catalog suggested for my specific car, suggested the, what was it, the Lair's 205, I believe. And that would have been too small, and my anchor bolts that connect everything together would have been spaced differently as well. So I watched his video and I went with the Lair's 200, which was the right one for my car, even though all the catalogs said it wasn't. The measurements worked out, so hey, the numbers don't lie, folks. Oh, just in case any of y'all are curious, my steering gearbox there, when I painted the frame and that gearbox, I did actually remove it, just FYI. So you got, I mean, I've been trying to cut corners, as you know, and I've been doing some lazy crap, you know, here and there, but I did, it's like what, 4 bolts, 3 bolts hold it on there. So I did pull it off, so you guys can rest easy. I pulled it off and painted in between the two. Yeah, you know, the one thing though, I wish, and I may still investigate this, I wish that I would have gotten one of those kits or found some way to get inside this frame. Because the inside just looks horrible, man. It looks like dump inside there. The outside looks great. You know, I did the rust converter, and then the top coat and all that jazz on that. It looks great. I may still investigate that, because, you know, these frames are so accessible from underneath the car anyhow. I can access it if there's like hoses and tubes. I don't know. You guys can drop in the comments if you guys know any products out there. I'd be happy to research them. So anyways, back to the suspension. My intermediate steering shaft. Golly, say that 5 times fast. I ordered one of these from eBay. The picture that I ordered from had the correct steering shaft, so I thought that's what I was getting. Evidently, they were selling an early 78 to 81 steering shaft. I didn't even know this was a thing. Apparently there's an early and there's a late. So the early has, if you look up here where it connects, I don't know if you can see it very well or not. Here, there. So the bolt, the through bolt that connects to the steering shaft on the early steering shaft is a center, if I'm not mistaken. I may have it backwards. You can check me on that. But I think the early is a through, the center. Mine is an offset, so evidently mine's the late. And they had the late one pictured, which is what I thought I was getting, and I ordered. It was wrong. I had to send it back. Ordered this one. They dropped the ball on shipping. Had to contact them. Had to get eBay involved, blah, blah, blah. The very day before they were supposed to refund me my money, they sent me a message, said, oh, we dropped it in the, you know, it shows that it's shipping, it's en route, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, right, you jokers. You just put it in the mail like an hour ago. Anyways, I digress. So, moving along, let's see here. What else? We've been touching up some brakes. If you guys remember, I had a leak that was going on right here because I had too many threads and not enough seating there, or whatever you want to call it. I did. Oh, what is that? Oh, I got a little spot of. What is that there? Oh man, I missed a. Look at that. I missed a spot. Goodness gracious. Or no? I didn't miss a spot. What's going on here? Got some brake fluid on there or something. I'm gonna have to touch that up. Anyhow, let's just. So I had too much play every time I tightened this up. This line was still remaining loose. That hard line was remaining loose. So I found some little copper flared washers that are for refrigerators. Slipped one in there. It's a quarter inch, I believe is what it was. And it tightened it up. It shored it up pretty nice. So I'm hoping that it doesn't leak anymore. I've pumped the brakes. I've bled the brakes. We'll see. Who knows? What else? I've also, in the meantime, been refurbishing the rest of this evaporator core box. I've got a new heater pipe grommet, and if you guys have ever looked into buying one of these things, OEM, they're never going to see any of my videos, but OEM's ripping people off on those things. They are straight up price gouging for this piece of rubber that costs $32 or $34 or something absurd, because they know they can, you know, because nobody else has one. I mean, that was the only one I could find was OER. Maybe they're out there. Let's see, we've got a new, we got a new AC blower resistor right there. Got a new cutoff relay right there. Heater motor cutoff relay, whatever it is. I have got one of these thermostat clutch switches right there on the way, en route. It's shipping. Good gracious, I'm just so tired of shipping. I gotta take this back off and paint it. I'm just setting it there to make sure that it'll go that it'll go back on there. I got a new vacuum canister ball. It's actually right there, still in the box. I don't want it to get messed up or what have you, so I don't have it out yet, but I got a new one. And I'm actually gonna cut this one open after I install the new one, because I want to find out what's inside this, and I want to see what it looks like inside there. I'm just curious as to how those function. I could probably look it up online, but it'd be a lot funner and a lot cooler to just go ahead and cut it open, I think. So anyway, I got a new blower motor. That is, again, it's over there in the box. I'm gonna wait to put that on after that's all installed back on the car. And that's about it, guys and gals. You know, we're rocking and rolling. I got my to-do list that I've strayed from, and unfortunately, that's what happened. So stick to your list, people. Stick to your list. My list is to finish this sanding and get another couple layers of epoxy on here, and I got a few little spots here that I need to hit with some tss, and then a few spots up underneath here in the window jambs where I ran some seam sealer and dressed it up. And then I've also got a couple of spots back on the trunk where I've been sanding down some of my seam sealer to make it smooth. So that's it, folks. Where we go from here, nobody knows.